there was a girl that we interviewed during the getting on to the girls tough, and she said, these girls, when you deal with these girls that are fighters, seriously, just like dealing with a guy. I mean, they're built, they're mechanically built the same way mentally, and if you say 2 words to them, they'll want to fight. When they were younger, they were very aggressive. So she's telling me this story where she used to work at this restaurant bar type place, and her and the fry cook hated each other, right? And he used to sexually harass her and talk down to her. And he used to say, if there's ever one woman that I'd like to hit in the face, it's you, and all this stuff, right? And she used to tell the management, and the management would say, oh, you better watch out, she's going to kick your ass. And they just joke about it. So she said, finally one day, she's like, fuck it. I'm tired of your shit. Let's step outside. So her and this guy go out back, and they square off, and she goes, and he hit me with a right hand and dropped me. She goes, and I got back up, and he hit me with a right hand and dropped me again. And I got back up, and we squared. Hit me the 3rd time, dropped me. She said my eye was shut. I needed 14 stitches in my eye and all this stuff. And she said, that's the day I said, you know what? I guess I shouldn't be fighting with men. You know what I mean? So the reason I tell you this story is because I'm saying men are bigger, men are stronger, men are just built differently. I don't care how tough. Can Ronda Rousey kick the shit out of everybody in this room? Yes, she can. It's a fact, including me. Everybody, I don't care who's in this room right now, Ronda Rousey will kick your ass. It's true. But men are bigger and stronger than women, and when a man hits a woman, it's just different.
Up to this point, you've said, hey, I don't want to talk about Fallon Fox. She's so far away from fighting the UFC, and that's legit.
I'm not talking about Fallon Fox. I'm talking about everybody, every man. If every man is always going to be able to be physically stronger than a woman, no matter what. And you're just built differently. You can take punches different than a woman can. That's just my opinion on it.
And that's why I say, do you feel like it's ultimately, I guess, the athletic commission's decisions what they want to do, but do you feel like, being the leader in the brand, that you kind of have to be involved a little bit to give your opinion and say, hey, I really think this is the direction we need to go?
I give them a lot of opinions that they don't listen to. I don't know. I don't see how this plays out. The Fallon Fox thing, I don't even think about it. Fallon Fox is so far away from being in the UFC. It's like talking about some lower level guy that fights in some small organization that's beat people with losing records, and we're seriously debating about this guy. It's just, that's the thing about Matt Mitrione giving his opinion on Fallon Fox. It has nothing to do with him. Fallon Fox isn't even in the UFC, and some girl just agreed to fight her in Florida. You know what I mean? So I think what he was upset about was the fact that she lied on her application. That was one of the other things, which I agree with too. It's horrible. And it's not just Fallon Fox. Other people have done it, have lied on their applications. And when you do that, you get in serious trouble. You get in serious trouble if you lie on an application. And I don't know if she did.
So how do you progress with Matt at this point? Have we decided how long?
I told you he did the right thing. Yeah. If he got on the phone and said, hey, listen, I got my freedom of speech and I can say whatever I want, I guess to a point he's right. You just can't work here if you want to say stupid stuff like that. You can say whatever you want. Not in here, though. Now you got to leave.
But is he still with the company at this point? Are we going to see him again soon? And is he going to need to make any kind of amends along the way?
I just said I'm happy with the way he handled it.
He's off suspension.
He's on suspension, yeah.
He's still on.
Yeah, he's on suspension, yeah. So we're dealing with this thing. And, a lot of stupid things have been said over the last several years, and by me too. I'm not excluding myself from this. There's a lot of people out there talking, oh, Dana does this every... No, I do not. Do I swear? Yes, I do. I swear. I'm a grown man. If I want to swear, I'll swear. And if you don't like it, definitely don't follow me on Twitter. Number one. Two, just don't listen to me. You don't have to watch my videos. You don't have to do anything. If you don't like that I swear, don't do it. And all the things, in all the years, I made one mistake, and I apologize for it. I know I look like a big, bald homophobe, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm the furthest thing from it, and I have friends who are gay. So, I apologize for that. But I don't go off saying crazy stuff. But sometimes things happen.
Hey Dana, when talking about the transgender issue, the IOC, I think it was 02 or 03, allowed transgender athletes into the Olympics,
yep.
And now women boxing is now in. So now you could theoretically have somebody who was a man boxing the Olympics,
Yep.
you know, as a woman. How would you view that if that were to happen? Because obviously they've had doctors study this for years.
Yep. And my thought was that, you know, running, pole vaulting, you know, doing all these other things is whatever. But when you actually get physical and you start punching, you know, two people, but I'll leave that up to people that are smarter than me. If scientists want to go in and say that, you know, if you get this operation done and the hormones that you get put on, you know, change your physical structure and your strength, I'll leave it up to the professionals and let them decide. I mean, if boxing starts doing it, and then as long as somebody is open and honest about who they are and what they've done, then it's another human being's decision whether they want to go in and face this person.
So,
you know what I mean? I can't just say, hey, Rhonda, you have to fight her. Hey, you have to. They have to decide that that's the fight they want to take too.
Well, to project forward, if you have, you know, and I don't think it's going to really be a big issue, but, you know, if they go into the Olympics in Olympic boxing, say, and have success, would that alter your view on fighter, you know, transgender issues potentially coming to them, UFC?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, if this thing happens at an Olympic level, and I mean an Olympic level where you can actually, there's a combat sport that accepts it, I'm sure they're gonna do the homework, and like I said, smarter people than me will make that decision.